Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going over a case study for a local business client of mine who's actually in pool services. And we're going to go over how they got 84 leads in 1 month between their main search campaign and their remarketing campaign. So if you're new here, my name is Chris. I talk about everything Google Ads, local marketing, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you are a local business owner who is looking to run a campaign, you can go to the description below. There's a link down there to apply for an application. And if you are looking for tools and resources to run your Google Ads campaigns, I have a link below to recommended tools that I use every single day for all of my clients. So let's jump into the case study. All right, so now we're inside the campaign and I'm pulling data from the month of April right now. And the first thing you're probably going to notice is that there are two different campaigns in here. The reason for this is this one is the main search campaign. So this is advertising directly in Google search. I'm just bidding on keywords, stuff like that. And then the second one here is remarketing. And in a previous video, I talked about how powerful this is. I'm going to go over how to set it up in videos moving forward. But both of these campaigns together have combined for 84 leads in 1 month for this business. They've been doing really, really well. We've also rolled in local service ads for them as well. So they've been getting a ton of leads every month. So things are going pretty well for them. But both of these campaigns work together really, really well. And we're going to go over some of those metrics right now. So on the main search campaign, they're spending $265 a day. In April, they got 251 clicks, about an 8% click-through rate. And right now they're converting about 23.9%, just about 24% of those clicks into leads. And that's a solid spot. Anything over 20% I'm happy with. And their cost per conversion for the month was $81. And in pool services, that's a pretty solid spot because the cost per click can be a little bit higher. Obviously depends on your market. This particular client, they are in Phoenix. So definitely a lot of pools out there, a lot of competition. So happy with that cost per conversion. But where it gets really awesome is the remarketing campaign. They're only spending $30 a day on that campaign. It is a Performance Max campaign. They got 103 clicks. Obviously click-through rate's going to be a little bit lower on remarketing, but we converted 23.3% of those clicks into leads for an additional 24 leads at only $21 a lead. So that's another thing I love about these remarketing campaigns is you can get leads at a fraction of the cost of the main campaign. And with this remarketing campaign, we're retargeting or remarketing to the traffic that comes from this campaign, so from the search campaign, but we also have that Google tag on their website. So any organic traffic that maybe finds them through Google Business or, just kind of searching their brand name, all that kind of stuff, they get retargeted as well. And we kind of pull in those leads. So I love these remarketing campaigns. Definitely recommend them on every single campaign that you have. And it's a great way to get more leads at a lower cost. So next thing we'll go over is I'll just kind of hop into the ad groups, kind of show you how this is structured. And we've got a good number of ad groups in this one. You got your main pool service ad group. But a big thing with these campaigns that I found is there's a lot of geo stuff. So we're hitting a big area. So I got Phoenix, Mesa, Scottsdale, Gilbert, Chandler, Tempe, like all these different places in that area. But also if you are running, whether it's pool services, or really any other local business campaign, you want to split out your services into their own ad group. You want to be very specific with this. You don't have to be super specific like you used to have to be with single keyword ad groups and all that kind of stuff. But you want to split your services out into specific ad groups. So you see pool maintenance, pool pump repair, pool light replacement, and we got other specific stuff like acid wash and all that kind of stuff in this campaign. But you really want to be specific like that. I've seen a lot of campaigns where you just take a bunch of keywords, you throw it into one ad group and then call it a day. You don't want to do that. So if you go into one of these ad groups, you want to make sure that all of the keywords in that ad group are tightly aligned in a theme. So if I were to just go into one of these ad groups, every single keyword within that ad group should line up with the theme of the ad group. So if I were to go into like pool pump repair, for example, we go in here, every single keyword in here is related to either pool pump repair or replacement, stuff like that. And if you want to get even more specific, you can split out pool pump replacement into its own ad group. In this case, it's converted well, so I'm just kind of leaving it. But that's what you want to do in terms of your ad groups. You want to structure those keywords into themes, keep them into those ad groups like that. And this applies to any local business, any niche, any industry. You want to structure your campaigns like this because within each one of these ad groups, you're going to have ads that are relevant to each of those keywords. So within the pool pump repair ad group right here, you want to have ads that are specific to pool pump repair. And if you're just showing people, generally, kind of general pool service ads, it can still work, but it's going to be a lot better if you have specific pool pump repair ads within that ad group. And one other really, really important thing you have to keep in mind with these campaigns is I'm not just sending the traffic from these ad groups to the home page of the website. I have a few different landing pages for this client that focus on different things, and we send the traffic to those landing pages. Those landing pages are super tightly focused. They are designed to convert people into leads, and that is really like 80% of the battle when it comes to Google Ads. Getting the structure down, putting keywords in there, making ads, all that kind of stuff is easy. But what really makes this campaign convert is sending that traffic to landing pages, dedicated landing pages that are either specific to the service. So I have one page for, repair and maintenance and all that kind of stuff, but I have one for general pool services, for example. So you want to make sure you're sending that traffic to landing pages that are specific to what somebody is searching. Then beyond that, we can check out some of the devices. So this one is actually running on desktop and mobile. Let me just switch this over to our main campaign here. So the main campaign is running desktop and mobile. I haven't cut out computers just because it is a source of leads. They're a little bit higher, but you can see right here, down bidding computers a little bit, bidding a bit more on mobile, because mobile I have found on pretty much every campaign that I've run for local businesses. So much of the traffic is mobile nowadays. So you want to make sure that you're showing up on mobile. You want to make sure your landing pages or your website is mobile optimized. So that's super, super important when it comes to these campaigns. One other thing that was really, really interesting with this campaign was you're going to have to figure out for your specific business, when is the best time to show ads. And what I found, being that it's pool services, I assume it's like this in multiple markets. Obviously, this is just in Phoenix, but I found initially that Monday converted like absolute crap. Monday, the cost per conversion was like $500 to $600, but you can see Saturday converts really, really well. It's pool services. People are at home. They're thinking about their pool. They want to use their pool. They go out and it's either green or their pump isn't working or whatever the case may be. And they're like, I need a pool service. So you can see the weekends are killing it. And right now the client is pretty busy. And well, I've suggested adding in Sunday because I think Sunday will probably convert pretty well as well. So we might be adding that in moving forward. But this is one thing to really pay attention to on your campaigns is look at your ad schedule, look at when and where ads showed, and then see if there could be a day that could be absolutely killing your campaign like Monday was for our campaign here. We cut that out. That overall kind of distributed the budget across the other days, cut down the cost per lead, got more leads, all that kind of good stuff. So that is pretty much it for this case study. If I were to kind of recap things at a really high level, there's a handful of things you really want to focus on with any kind of Google Ads campaign for any local business. Number one, you want to make sure you have your structure in there. You want to make sure that you have your campaign structured properly. Don't just throw all your keywords into one ad group. Make sure you're structuring it with different keyword themes in mind. Make sure you're selecting the right keywords, high intent keywords. And then you want to make sure that you are sending that traffic to a landing page. If you don't send that traffic to a landing page and your website isn't really designed to convert a lead, your conversion rate right here will go down. If that conversion rate goes down, your cost per lead goes up. And we want to get more leads at a cheaper cost. Landing pages are going to help control that number. And then on top of that, what I'd recommend for pretty much every campaign, every niche, every industry, mess around with retargeting. It's become so much easier nowadays. Google handles a lot of it in the background. You just got to set it up properly. And it's been such a good addition to every single campaign that I've been running. You do that. And the big thing with this retargeting campaign is you don't want to just send it back to the website. I'm sending these retargeting campaigns to the same landing page that I'm using for the campaign. So that's why the conversion rate here is also high. I'm taking that traffic, I'm sending it back to the landing page, and that's resulting in lower cost per conversion from here. So that's pretty much it. I hope you got a little bit of insight out of this video. Hopefully you maybe pulled a couple things from it. But if you are a local business and you want somebody to build, manage, optimize, do everything for you for a Google Ads campaign, if you're looking to get more leads, there's a link in the description below. You can fill out that form. I can check it out, see if I can help you or not. If I can help you, I'll reach out and let you know, and we can set up a call from there. If you are somebody that is running campaigns and you're looking for some more tools and resources, softwares that I recommend to get better results with campaigns, in the description below, you can also find a link to a list of tools that I recommend for every single Google Ads campaign that I run. And that's pretty much it for right now. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.